It's about love. It's about, giving two gay people the opportunity to express themselves in a way equal to everybody else.
I asked my own children, would you like to have two dads or two mums? And their automatic instinct was no.
For centuries, the moral authority of the Catholic Church in Ireland was absolute. The faithful here in rural County Limerick still turn out for weekday Mass. But after months of debate ahead of Friday's referendum, a different Ireland has been reflected. An Ireland in which, if the polls are to be believed, voters could choose to write same-sex marriage into Ireland's constitution.
Who would have thought that the first country in the world poised to grant same-sex couples full legal equality in a direct popular vote would be Catholic Ireland? Of course, there's by no means universal consent, and on Friday there'll be fierce resistance from places like this.
A yes vote will be catastrophic for this country because it's going to impact so much on the family.
I only have one beef, and that is about any two men that could adopt a child. I totally object to that part of it.
It's unnatural. It's unnatural for two men to be making love. It's the same with women. I just have no time for that kind of thing.
You're probably these days in a minority in Ireland, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I speak for myself.
Bishops across Ireland have outlined their opposition in more moderate language.
There is more here to this proposal than simply equality. Will we be in public allowed to speak in the future of marriage being a relationship between a man and a woman? What will we be teaching in our schools in the future? Will people be able to voice their conscience, their genuine belief that marriage is between a man and a woman?
But perceptions can be misleading. The No side have made this about children needing a mum and a dad, but Ireland's citizens are increasingly liberal-minded.
Give me a yes! Yes!
When it comes to gay rights, the change has been swift. Homosexuality was only decriminalised in 1993, thanks in much part to Senator David Norris, who took a case to Europe and won.
When I grew up, homosexuality wasn't mentioned, it wasn't discussed, and that comes from the church, who said that homosexuality was that crime so horrible it must not be mentioned among Christians. The Roman Catholic Church in particular have lost a lot of moral authority because of a cascade of child sex abuse scandals within the church.
Do you think this is a watershed moment for the Catholic Church in Ireland?
Yes, in some ways, because they've lost out on contraception, they lost out on divorce, they lost out on civil partnership, and now they're determined to force this back. It's not so much about equality, it is, for a number of people, about the status of the church.
Hugh Walsh and Barry Dignam were the first gay couple to have a civil partnership in Ireland back in 2011.
When we met each other, it was illegal in Ireland to be gay. Once legalisation came in, you could say we're almost a first-class citizen, still at the back of the bus, which in some ways we are still at the back of the bus. We're on the bus, we're at the back of the bus, and if marriage equality comes in, then we can take our place with everybody else.
With the no posters going up and a kind of old wounds being dug up, it kind of does get a bit, gets a bit scary, and I suppose it gets a little bit stressful about the whole thing. It's not just gay people who are saying that we want this change, it's lots and lots of straight people, and respected straight people. And that really is heartening, and it's really nice, and it's funny as well when they do it in a funny way.
Irreverent artists, Rubber Bandits, are a voice for a younger, more tolerant Ireland. This video went viral when it first came out. Now, still refusing to remove his mask, Blind Boy as he's known told me why his generation is mainly voting yes.
It's part of a package. It's basic humanity and equality for our gay citizens, but also a powerful and deliberate turning our backs on a system that really kept us mentally oppressed for about 50 years. A Catholic system it's still actually in parts of our law.
I appreciate some people are very angry with the church, that I know, but I think that wouldn't be the reason to vote yes.
And yet people are saying that is the reason, one of their reasons for voting yes.
Oh, I'm sure it is one of the reasons, but there are many reasons, and I think we have many committed people who are not bishops who are speaking out very strongly, giving very reasoned arguments as to why they feel they cannot support this.
Back in Kilmallock, one of the most Catholic places in Ireland according to the census, not everyone agrees.
I'm voting yes because I don't see why I should have a right to do something that somebody else hasn't.
If I had a gay son or daughter, I would hate for somebody not to give them that right. You know, it just would not be Christian in my view.
What? Because I know that I could be a movie star. If I could get out of this place.
Whatever happens on Friday, it's got people talking.
If it's two mothers or two fathers, and that child is loved, that's what matters.
It should be mother, father, not two daddies or two mummies.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
However much this country has changed, gay rights are still a sensitive subject for many. The polls are narrowing. If yes doesn't win out, it may be because there were plenty of shy no voters who just didn't feel comfortable showing their hand.